Warning, these stories are seriously terrifying, so I suggest you grab your best tea and read them together with all the lights on. Just saying. Well, I already did that. I'm not reading it at night, I'm reading it in broad daylight. And as I said, it's really hot, so there's no way I'm gonna get scared because I'll be bothered with the temperature. 9 creepy ghost stories you won't believe really happened. Mysteriously break? Okay, I can answer the question. Number 1, earthquake. Number 2, if that was mysteriously, maybe there was a thief who gets in and wants to steal the chandelier and then it mysteriously breaks because the thief is gone, he's out of here. Anyway, one night my brother, dad and I were sleeping and we heard a giant crash in my kitchen. We all woke up and ran into the kitchen to see what happened. The chandelier had been ripped out of the ceiling as if someone had yanked it off a robber. If it didn't look like it just fell because the chain was completely out of the ceiling. It was super scary. Thinking about it now, maybe it's just Sia swinging on the chandelier. Lol. I love this person who wrote it, Daniela. I like this story. It's very nice. This house had a visitor who wouldn't leave. When I was 7 years old, we had a ghost in our house. Aww, ghost who used to live in the guest room, I guess. Aww. I remember one night when we were talking in the living room and suddenly a glass of water went flying off the counter. Another time the cabinet started opening and closing. It was so bad that my parents got a priest to come to the house and do what would most likely be an exorcism of some sort. We found out later that an old woman used to live in that house until she was murdered by her husband. We ended up moving, but I still have nightmares. Oh my goodness. There's this school has a student ghost that's caught on camera. I'm not gonna play that ridiculous. I'm not gonna play any video for this. They thought Bloody Mary was just a legend. Well, let me tell you one thing. First, when I was in school, people told Bloody Mary exists. Bloody Mary exists. You know what? You have to just stand in front of the mirror and say Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, blah, 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 3 times. And she would appear and kill you. And I'm like, why would someone do that? Okay, that is crazy. Then my friends, and many other girls together, inside the girls' washroom, I saw this happen, took candles and flowers, made some stars around and started reading the poem of that Bloody Mary Wala poem. And the lights were all shut in the washroom. And I told them, please let me just pee and leave, then do whatever you want. So one of the junior agreed. I was in the washroom and they all shut the light off and they started chanting all the time. I'm like, you ridiculous people, just let me leave first, okay? So yeah, in school all these ridiculous things happened and people, some people were like, no, this is a real story. I saw Bloody Mary, but she couldn't. Lame people, had nothing to do. But I used to love those things, those days. So I used to listen to them a lot. My friends were sleeping over and just as a joke, someone said, Bloody Mary in front of the mirror in my basement. Nothing happened, so we all went up to sleep. Then at about 2 a.m. I woke up and it sounded like someone was pacing on the other side of the wall in the unfinished part of the basement. I looked around and realized the sound had woken up several of my friends, so I asked if anyone wanted to check it out. everyone was too afraid, so we tried to ignore it until slowly we fell back asleep. In the light of day, everything seemed fine again and we didn't think anything of it. Until several days later, I was scrolling through old pictures on my camera, and when I saw a picture I definitely did not take, it was my friend who did Bloody Mary, and the photo was of her staring into the mirror she did it in. The picture was in a really dark filter. I immediately talked to all my friends who were over the night and everyone swore they didn't take it. So who did? Okay, so I don't believe this story because I literally am telling you, I only, once looked at the mirror and said Bloody Mary, nothing happened. Plus, you have to say it 3 times, otherwise nothing will happen. So I never said it 3 times. I'm like, oh my god, I just don't want to do it. Or maybe, no, I just I just to run out. And there's this whole poem that you have to read, apparently. All the signs you have to make. It's ridiculous. So I don't believe the story. I don't believe you. Who wrote this? Kyla. I don't believe Kyla. Maybe that happened. Well, good for you. Okay, so finally our last story. Let's just get over with this. She went looking for a ghost story and she found one. It's just like me. I was looking for ghost stories and I found it in 17.com. And let's see, where did she find her ghost stories? I actually found 9 ghost stories and she only found one. Oh, you poor thing. I was at Barnes and Noble about 3 years ago. It was October, so they had a table with ghost books on display. I was curious, so I walked over and started looking at books. The book had a picture of a real ghost captured. Okay, I've seen many books like that. I was fascinated by it. At the same time I was looking at the book, my ring started to heat up and then shattered, falling on the table. I was freaked out. I touched the broken pieces and they were cold as ice. Again, it's a very good story for movies, but I don't know about others. So I guess that's it, and that's how this video is gonna end. My granny is watching her television so loud that you could probably hear what she's watching right now. And no matter how much I tell her, she won't lower down the volume. So I guess you guys have to bear with it, please. I'm really sorry. So I had fun doing this segment with you all, reading some ghost stories, which were absolutely not scary at all. So the whole thing is pointless. And if you guys have some creepy stories, please comment it down below so that I can read them and you can see my reaction, and I'll try to find some logic in them. So yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for watching this video. If you guys like this video, like, share, subscribe, and if you guys did not, thanks for the view. Bye bye, see you next time.